The Somerton Man, the body with a secret code. On the evening of December 1st, 1948, a quiet beach in Somerton Park, Adelaide, Australia, became the stage for one of the world's strangest unsolved mysteries. A man lay slumped against a seawall, neatly dressed in a suit and polished shoes. His legs were crossed. His face looked calm, almost peaceful. To anyone passing by, he seemed like a man resting after a long day. But by morning, he was dead, and no one knew who he was. A man without a name. Police arrived expecting a routine death. Instead, they found something disturbing. No wallet, no identification, no labels on his clothes, no signs of violence, no clear cause of death. Every clothing tag had been carefully removed, as if the man never wanted to be identified. He was well-groomed, physically fit, and appeared to be in his early 40s. His hands were soft, suggesting he didn't do manual labor. His shoes were expensive. This was not a homeless man. So who was he? No missing person report matched him. Australia, and soon the world, was baffled. The suitcase that led nowhere. Days later, a break appeared. Police found an unclaimed suitcase at the Adelaide train station. It had been left around the same time the man likely arrived in the city. Inside, clothes with labels removed, a screwdriver sharpened into a strange tool, thread that didn't match the clothes. Nothing directly connected the suitcase to the body, but investigators believed it was his. Still, no name, no background, no past. Then came the detail that turned the case into legend. The secret code in his pocket. Months after the autopsy, while re-examining the man's clothing, a pathologist noticed something hidden inside a tiny pocket sewn into his trousers. A rolled piece of paper. On it were just two words, Tamam Shud. The phrase was Persian. It meant, "It is finished." The words were torn from the final page of a rare poetry book called The Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. That single clue changed everything. The book without an owner. Amazingly, police later found the exact book the paper came from, thrown into the back seat of a stranger's car near the beach. Inside the book, a phone number. Strange rows of letters written in pencil. The letters looked like a code. Something like WRGOABABDM LIAOIWTBIMPANETP. Military experts, cryptographers, and intelligence agencies all tried to crack it. No one succeeded. To this day, the code has never been definitively solved. Cold War shadows. The timing raised alarms. 1948 was the beginning of the Cold War. Somerton Park was close to military facilities. The man carried no ID. His death showed signs consistent with poisoning, but no poison could be detected. Was he a spy? Had he been silenced? Officials quietly suggested espionage, but offered no proof. The mystery deepened when police contacted the woman linked to the phone number in the book. The woman who knew more than she said. She lived only a few blocks from where the body was found. When shown a plaster cast of the man's face, she nearly collapsed. Yet she insisted she didn't know him. Her reactions told a different story. She had once owned a copy of the Rubaiyat. She had ties to military intelligence. She later named a man she knew, but it wasn't the Somerton Man. Was she protecting someone or herself? The case that refused to die for decades, the Somerton Man was buried as unknown. Theories flooded in. Spy assassination, poisoned lover intelligence courier, staged suicide books were written. Documentaries filmed. The case became one of the world's greatest mysteries. Then, more than 70 years later, science finally spoke. The name revealed, 2022. Using advanced DNA genealogy, researchers exhumed the body and compared his DNA with family databases. In 2022, the Somerton Man was identified. His name was Carl Charles Webb, born in Melbourne, electrical engineer, intelligent, private, reclusive. But even with a name, many questions remain unanswered. Why was he in Adelaide? Why remove all labels? Why carry a coded message? Why tear out Tamam Shud? And how exactly did he die? The final mystery, Carl Webb, now has a name. But the code remains unbroken. The meaning of Tamam Shud remains symbolic. And the truth behind his final moments is still hidden. It's a case that proves something chilling. Even when a mystery ends, it never truly finishes. Tamam Shud. If you want, I can.